Welcome back to Crypto Mates AI. Gary here with an update for you. Do me a favor, friends. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and comment down below. It really does help the algorithm. Now let's get into this. We're sitting at $3.10, trading within a range of 304 to 334, down about 5.5% on the day. We're holding above that $3 range, which is very good. We'll have to see what happens. We could push down to that 280 range though. And as we all know, the U.S. Treasury slams the brakes on Bitcoin buys. Treasury just made it official. The U.S. will not buy more BTC for its crypto reserves. Speculation or the real deal? Here's the real story. Let's go down the old rabbit hole. The announcement. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent told Fox Business, "We're not going to be buying Bitcoin." Translation, no fresh BTC buys. 15 to 20 billion stash stays intact. And future additions only from seizures, confiscations, not market purchases. The two reserves explained. A strategic Bitcoin reserve, SBR, BTC only, long-term hold, no sales. U.S. Digital Asset Stockpile, the UDAS. Seized ETH, stablecoins, other tokens from DOJ cases. No official plan to buy XRP, ETH, SOL, or any non-BTC asset. Those only show up if seized. The backstory. March of 2025. The White House launches the SBR and UDAS. Rule: any new BTC must be budget neutral, no taxpayer spend. Traders speculate this meant stealth BTC buys, but today's statement closes that door for good. Why this matters? Clarity. No new government BTC demand coming for now. Relief. No massive government BTC sell-off is planned. Market shock. It removes bullish official buyer narrative that fueled some of the all-time high rally hype. The U.S. crypto stash, $20 billion in BTC, 90% of the holdings. $493 million in other seized coins like ETH, stablecoins, and miscellaneous. Fun fact, the U.S. is one of the world's largest BTC holders, all by accident through law enforcement cases. Reality check, this isn't a Bitcoin standard. It's a storage policy. Keep what's seized, don't sell it, don't buy more unless it's free via seizures. The market reaction. BTC dipped after the headline, not because of selling, but because of the idea steady new U.S. buying is gone. Short term is slightly bearish, and long term, bullish that the stash stays locked away. What to watch next? DOJ seizures, the only way the SBR grows now. Any future rule change to allow structured buys. UDAS policy on whether seized non-BTC assets get held or sold. Does the U.S. staying a passive Bitcoin whale make the market safer, or does it leave too much power in government hands? Do you think this is speculation? Comment down below and tell me what you guys think. I bet you the Bitcoin maxis are pretty pissed off right now. And don't forget, Ethereum fails to meet ISO 222 compliance, which is critical for institutional payment adoption. Once ISO 222 is fully implemented in November through the SWIFT system, they will not be able to participate in any kind of payment transactions using Ethereum or Bitcoin. And 2.57 trillion asset manager Citigroup looks to add payment services and custody for Ripple, RLUSD, and USDC. I know I keep on saying it, and I got to. The institutions are here. Institutional stablecoin adoption isn't coming. It's already here. Banks, fintechs, payment giants, they're all moving rapidly into Web3 to roll out their own digital money. The one public DLT we constantly see brought up in this topic, none other than XLN. This isn't random. Stellar was literally engineered for global payments and financial inclusion. They're built to connect anyone with Wi-Fi to the financial system. The foundation makes a natural choice for banks and fintechs looking to launch stablecoins on-chain with minimal friction. We are now seeing a wave of major players deploy on Stellar. Sogen Forge, MiCA-compliant EURCV. Decta's Ireland Central Bank backed EURT. AUDC from Novati, publicly listed on ASX. PayPal's NYDFS, licensed PyUSD by Paxos. What do these all have in common? They are all large-scale deployments of digital money by respected institutions. Societe Generale's case stands out. They're one of just 10 EU Commission-approved entities to issue stablecoins under MiCA. With their EURCV already on Ethereum and Solana, yet still choose Stellar as a third network. Decta's EURT isn't your typical stablecoin either. It's actually classified as e-money backed one-to-one by the Central Bank of Ireland and accepted under traditional payment rails. Novati's AUDC has also joined their portfolio network, specific stablecoin deployments. And from everything we've seen, Novati is going the enterprise DLT route for stablecoin adoption, with other DLTs including XRP Ledger, Hedera, and XDC for use cases like cross-border payments, CBDC pilots, and trade finance. Safe to say, Stellar fits perfectly there. And PayPal, after launching PyUSD on Ethereum and Solana, they're now bringing it to Stellar via Paxos. And for those who have been following, know Paxos teamed up with Stellar in 2024 for stablecoin payment infrastructure already. The pattern is clear, and issuers expand beyond Ethereum and Solana, which both make sense as leading retail chains. Stellar seems to be next in line. With stablecoin regulations locking in, the biggest names in finance are making their move, and Stellar is in the middle of it all. I couldn't agree more, 100%. And how Ripple is using XRP to transform Swift messages into real-time ISO 222 compliant transactions. Swift messages are traditionally one way, much like emails. This means transactions cannot be fully settled until each party has manually screened them. Ripple improves this by synchronizing the flow of messages with the actual movement of value using XRP. As the document explains, it synchronizes the messaging flow, transaction information, status, etc. with the actual flow of value, the XRP currency. Banks can connect within milliseconds, with settlements either succeeding or failing in real time. By integrating directly with the bank's existing ledgers, Ripple provides a faster two-way communication protocol. This enables instant liquidity on both sides of the transaction and settlement in seconds. Ripple's ISO 222 compliant technology ensures XRP works seamlessly with the Swift system. This compliance guarantees the payment messages carry all necessary transaction data while remaining interoperable across global banks. Recognized as the most advanced startup in this field, Ripple combines blockchain and financial messaging to create a system that is faster, more efficient, and fully aligned with modern payment standards. Breaking news: SEC Chair Paul Atkins set to unveil details of Project Crypto tomorrow. We'll have to see what this entails. I'm not sure if you guys have noticed, but XRP is exploding in South Korea. Upbit just pumped 400 million XRP volume in 12 hours, blowing past Binance. When Asia starts the party, the rest of the world FOMOs in. Buy the XRP dip, for instance, not financial advice. This is such a major flip in institutional direction for the SEC. The SEC is recognizing the potential of tokenization. SEC Commissioner Hester Pierce recently signaled on Bloomberg that the SEC is willing to work with firms on U.S. equity tokenization. Ondo is encouraged by the SEC's proactive approach and is excited to lead the charge in making U.S. equity markets more accessible and efficient.
And that's a point that you've made in the past, that tokenized securities are still securities. You do have some firms, I'm thinking of Robinhood, for example, rolling out tokenized stock trading. I believe that's taken hold in Europe. So, I mean, do you see that as a potential area where you could run into some of these confrontations over firms trying to really regulate and innovate and introduce measures such as that, but potentially coming up against some of these regulations that you're putting in place?
Well, without talking about any particular firm's approach, I think the bottom line is that we encourage firms to come in and talk to us. We expect that there will be some different approaches taken to tokenizing, and we're looking forward to working with folks to try those different models out and see what the market's like. And see whether or not tokenization of equity securities takes hold. I mean, that really will ultimately be up to the market. What our message is that we're willing to work through different potential models with people.
Ondo knows the institutions are here. We all know when ETH leads, the altcoins follow. ETH dominance is sending strong signals. Retesting Fib 0.5 is still on the table, and I believe ETH dominance will also aim for the upper target of Fib 0.888. as a maximum target. Exciting outlook for XRP. I'm confident that XRP will flip ETH dominance, achieving 20% of market dominance. And if it does that, it will flip ETH very easily. And last up, some HBAR news. HBAR is already embedded in NASA, Google, IBM, and Deutsche Telekom. This is real-world integration in aerospace, big tech, and telecom. When these giants build on your rails, the upside isn't measured in percentages. It's measured in eras. HBAR's rally, incoming. That's what I have for you folks. Until next time, stay savvy, stay stacking, and I'll catch you in the next one. If you enjoyed this, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and comment down below. And if you want more crypto deep dives, check out our videos right here on Crypto Meets AI. Thank you for watching. Remember to always do your own research. This is not financial advice.